guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus coming to you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Generations Cliffjumper and Suppressor. Now, one thing that's really interesting is they don't mention whether or not these are Legend class figures anymore. I've always called these Legend class figures, so if that's not the technical term for them, I do apologize. You can see that the transformation is level 1, which is easy. It's not a 0, which probably is like no transformation, but I wanted to pick this up because I really enjoyed the Bumblebee that I got with that Evolution 2-pack with the Age of Extinction Bumblebee. And I thought it would really be cool to have both Cliffjumper and Bumblebee in my Classics display. I was kind of hoping that he would be a little bit different than that Bumblebee. Sadly, though, that's not the case, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. But you do get the little Target Master Suppressor guy. You got the really nice image here with Cliffjumper in the background. You come around here to the back, you can see that Suppressor has a robot mode, a cannon mode, and a truck mode. So he's kind of like a triple changer, and I dig that. And then you see that Cliffjumper has his regular robot mode and his sports car mode. You got the really cool tech specs down here, and it says, fiercely loyal to the Autobot cause, Cliffjumper sometimes allows his suspicious nature to override good judgment when it comes to rooting out traitors. Before a vital scouting mission, Cliffjumper is certain he's already discovered a Decepticon spy. His partner, Suppressor, a new recruit whose loyalties are murky. Suppressor must earn his comrades' trust or risk being captured behind enemy lines. So it's interesting. I would imagine that has something to do with the comic books. As you can see that a lot of these are how the characters look in the new IDW comics. So for the packaging, that's about it. You see also available, you got Nemesis Prime and Spinister, which I don't think I'll be picking up. I don't care too much about them. Honestly, Nemesis Prime is a cool character, I guess, but I don't think of him as legend size. I think of these mini bots as being this big, and that's what works for me. So without further ado, let's get him open and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Cliffjumper and Suppressor open up and out of their packaging. And starting off with Suppressor first, you can see that another gun pegs in here, but you can have Cliffjumper actually peg it right there if you want to, or you can hold it in his robot mode. It's your personal preference what you want to do, but it looks pretty cool. You got this 3-wheel sort of, I guess, little truck thing, and then when you want to transform him, this is him. That's how you transform him. Again, so he's much like Reflector, and then look, you can swivel his arms out, and look, he's got arms, and look, transformation. There you go. Transform him back. Transform him. Yeah, that's it. Transform. That's it for the robot to tank mode or truck mode, whatever you want to call it. Then you can actually take this. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do. Rotate this up and then angle this down, and now you have a gun mode for him. This is his gun mode. This is really ugly. Again, I'm never going to bother using this. Just rotate this down. I'm just going to keep him looking like that. It's the best look for him, I think. One thing that's weird, well, I guess maybe you can, here, hold on. All right, get this, rotate this up, put that there. Here we go. All right, I guess you could do this. This makes it look a little bit better, I guess, if you do that. That looks a little bit better, I guess, when you do it like that, but it's still really, really goofy looking. One other thing that's kind of neat is that, like you could see, he does have that smaller peg there, so you can actually have him hold this gun as well. Why you would want to? Because it doesn't do anything, but oh, holy cow, I got him at a balance. That's impressive. But again, I think it's kind of silly, to be totally honest, so I'm just going to put that there, set that off to the side. Now, unfortunately, Cliffjumper, like I said, is the exact same mold as that Bumblebee figure. Really nice repaint. I really like the red, and you got the purple stripes with the black on there. It looks really cool, and honestly, has a better look, I think, than Bumblebee's. That extra detail with the purple and the black just really helps pull things out. You got some nice silver and actual yellow turn signals here painted for the headlights, whereas Bumblebee's were just blue. But but you got a little bit more silvery of a grill section, whereas this is more gray. Come around here to the back, you got yellow taillights, whereas Bumblebee had the blue, but you see the Autobot logo is still there. Again, identical molds. There, unfortunately, there's nothing different. You come around here to the bottom, you can see exactly what's going on. To transform them, you just pull this off to the side. This actually was really tough to tab in on this side. I don't know why. So we're just going to pull that out, take these, rotate this around like so. Do that here as well. Pull this out. Fold this, here, get this out of the way. Fold this back, bring this down, you plug that into his butt, fold that around, just like that. Angle everything, fold down his feet, and here you have Cliffjumper in his robot mode. Now, again, the exact same mold. At least with the War for Cybertron deluxe figure, they gave him a different head, if I remember right. So it wasn't a full just repaint. Honestly, I don't recall offhand if they did that, but I do wish that they gave him a little bit more of a distinct look. Just in that new head kind of look. I would have really appreciated that. You do have your little buddy right here, so you got that going. Again, you can take this gun off, and then instead of using that smaller peg here, use the larger one, and that pegs in there. And actually, that's a really good gun size for Cliffjumper here, I think. Unlike Bumblebees, who had that really big, very stupid gun thing here. Now, this actually works really nice, I think. I really do dig this. And then, like I said, this little guy can transform into a gun. I don't have any clue why you would want to transform him into a gun, but you can. And then, of course, for the comparison, here you have him next to Bumblebee here. And again, it's just a very disappointing thing that they're the exact same figure. I mean, you can kind of position these shoulder bits here a little bit differently to kind of differentiate them, give him a little bit more of a flared out look here. It sort of keeps him looking a little different, but I really wish that they did something different with the head. I mean, the head is really nicely painted silver. I mean, much like Bumblebee's, you have a nice silver paint on the actual face. You got that silver paint on the horns, and then you got a very nice light blue paint here in the eye. So they did a really good job painting him. It's just, I just wish that they gave him a different head to go along with that really cool paint job. Now, getting Bumblebee here out of the way, and then transform Suppressor. Boom, he's transformed. And put him over there, and then take the gun out. I do like that you can actually store his little gun here. That's actually kind of neat that you can do that. These arms, so we're gonna straighten these out. Just like so. Oh, the articulation, I'm sorry, the head is locked. It is the exact same as Bumblebee. It's locked. You got a swivel joint here, a ball joint, I actually think, and then a bit of a swivel. Then you got a ball joint here at the elbow, so you get a nice range of motion. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. The hips, ball jointed, so you get a full range of motion there. Bends at the knee, but not even, I wouldn't even say 45 degrees. I mean, that's less than 45 degrees, I would say. And then the ankles, I guess you could say, move forward. So the articulation is all the exact same. It's probably why I forgot to initially show it to you. But just straighten all this out, pull this up. Can I get that out of his butt? Angle this, bring these back, fold the feet down. These legs here are going to tuck up underneath here, and then you peg these front sections together like so. Bring this kind of slots back a little, and then you just groove everything in here. This is the side that didn't want to tab in there for some reason. There we go. Get that pushed in all the way, or was it this side? I don't remember which side it was, but one of them did not want to tab in there. Oh, no, that was it too. I just had to spread out that hole a little bit more. But here you have him and Suppressor back in their vehicle modes. Great looking figures. Like I said, they're legend classes, so they're small, but these legend figures really have a lot of character in them now. With all the articulation and things of that nature, it's really cool to see that these mini-bots are being updated in this kind of scale. Instead of taking that mini-bot and making it a deluxe figure, I really like what they're doing, keeping them small. it works so nicely and has a wonderful homage feel to the original group of mini-bot figures. I really enjoy the fact, I mean, despite the fact that Suppressor here is kind of boring, I mean, he's got rolling wheels and all that stuff. Despite the fact that he's kind of boring, at least, like I said, he's not this stupid reused Dark of the Moon gun thing. Yeah, so I do really appreciate that. Like I said, despite the fact that he's just that's it. So, I mean, I do appreciate that, and I think that's really neat. Now, in terms of a recommendation, I do recommend it, but I would probably recommend Bumblebee more than Cliffjumper. Just Bumblebee is more of a essential character. Not saying that Cliffjumper isn't, but these are the exact same figures, just different colors. So if you have the means to get one or the other, I would probably pick Bumblebee just because of that more well-known nature of the character. If you can get both, get both. That's perfectly fine. They are showing up right now at retail, so good luck. But if you can't find them, there's always Big Bad Toy Store, where these guys are in stock and you can add them to your collection today. All you have to do is click on that link down in the video description. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that you can keep in touch with me by liking my Facebook page at facebook.com/teambotimus and by following me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus. Also, I'd encourage you to check out my new website at optibotimusreviews.com, where you can see all my videos from the previous week, as well as see what I have coming up for future release. And finally, I'd also really appreciate it, guys, that if you like this review, don't forget to please like, comment, and share this video. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. You got